Where are the students? I can't see any students.
I'm not sure. Wait. I'm on the train. Give me a second. Maybe they do the wrong one.
Yeah, are the students coming?
I think so. I tell them. Why I saying it and then they just asking again.
I can't look at my phone now as though because it's being used. My phone is here.
Okay, now you stay here for me.
Mm-hmm.
If they keep, I missed the message. My son can't enter the class. What do they mean? Okay, now, give me a second. I go and live stream another one. Yeah, they were able here. No?
What's that? One person is connecting.
Okay, all right. Ý ơi, cô Đức gửi cho con host cô Đức ra một chút rồi cô Đức quay lại nha. She's your like class assistant, the co-host. I'm coming back. Okay, yeah, she's helping you.
Right. Where are the rest of the students though?
teacher Vicki.
Hello, hello, hello. Hi.
Hello, teacher.
Hi, how are you? I can't see you. Hi, everyone.
Hello, teacher.
Hello, Sunny. Boo.
Hello, teacher.
Hello. Are you guys going to do some painting today? Hello, everyone.
Hello, teacher.
Hi, Susie. How are you?
I'm good.
Good. Now, hi, everyone. Can everybody please write for their names? I want your name, your English name, your age. You don't have to write years old, just the number, how old you are, and your Vietnamese name. 3 things, okay? Your first name in English, your age, and then your Vietnamese name in just your first name. You don't have to put your surname. Hello, hello, everyone. Yeah, Dorothy? Dorothy? Dorothy?
Can you go back to the
Okay, everyone, we're just going to wait for a few others to come. What I'd like you to do is I want everybody to make sure that you have a compass and a ruler and a black marker, okay? All right. Now, before we do any art, I want to ask you, what did we do last week? Do you remember what we talked about last week?
We draw a line. Yes.
Yes.
Yeah. Definitely.
And everybody showed me some of the amazing artwork that you did that looked like this. Okay. Like this. Everybody do this activity? You all do this activity? Yeah, nice one, Susie. Beautiful. Okay, fantastic. Good food. Put it up a little bit. I want to see a little bit more. Good. You haven't finished yours. How come? Did you finish it? Oh, yeah, I see. Okay, very nice. Good, Sunny. Fantastic, you guys. Wow, Peach. Wow. Wow, Susie, Sunny. Wow. Really good stuff, you guys. Oh, it's amazing. Okay, so we talked about lime. Now, we have 7 elements. okay? When you look at a painting, you always see one of these 7 elements, okay? We see color, we see line, we see value, we see texture, we see form, okay? So there are all these things in space, and what am I missing? Shape, okay? So all these things. Last week we did line, and today we're going to do color. Are you ready? Is everybody ready to do their color?
Yes. Yes. Yes.
Good.
Yes.
All right, good, fantastic. Now, everybody needs an A3 size paper. This is the big paper, okay? A3, and you need a compass, right? You need a compass. Does everybody have a compass? You need a ruler and then a texter. Okay, now, actually, you might not need the texter. I'm going to ask you, please, to open up your compass to 12 centimeters. Okay, so 12 centimeters, you put it on 0 like this, and you open it up to 12. 1, 2, 3, 12. Okay, this is 12 centimeters. Okay, take your ruler and open it up to 12 centimeters. From here to here is 12. And now, can everybody see here? Hang on, let me.
We will get. Oh, that.
Okay, can everybody see me here? I'm going to add a spotlight. Okay, here we are. So you've got your piece of paper here, and I want you to put a dot here in the middle of your page. So this is your page. I want you to find the middle. Is this the middle? Is this the middle? No. Is this the middle?
No.
Is this the middle?
No.
No. Is this the middle?
Yes.
Yes. I want everybody to put a dot in the middle, okay, with your texter. 1 dot in the middle, like this. Can everybody see my dot? Very small. Okay, there you go. All right, 1 dot. Now I want you to take this compass. How open is this compass? What did I say? What did I ask you to do? Well, how wide is this compass? What did I say? 12 centimeters. Okay, 12. That's this number here. I'll show you. 1, 2, 12 centimeters. Okay, 12 centimeters. Now, I want everybody to put the pointy side in the middle on the dot like this. And then I want you to draw a circle around. Okay, like this. All right. Now I'm going to trace this because you can't see it. You don't have to do this. Do not do this. Your pencil is enough. Okay. Everybody just use your pencil. The only reason why I am circling this in texter is because I want you to see it. Okay. I want you to see this. All right. Now, is everybody ready? Does everybody have this round circle? Good. Very nice, Susie. Good girl. Okay. So now, everybody hold up. Everybody hold up your work, please. I want to see everybody's round circle. Junie, take off your blurry background, please. Junie. Take off your blurry background, please, because I can't see your work. I won't be able to see your work if you don't turn off your blurry background. Very nice little fish. Beautiful. A nice big round circle. Everybody show me your work, please. I want to see your work. Hold up your work like this. Hold up your work. We've got a compass that is 12 centimeters. And then we put it in the middle and then we draw a circle. Very good, Dio. I can't see yours, Sunny. Sunny, you have to take off. Sunny. Good girl. Yes, I can see it now. Good girl. Don't use your blur. Del, I can't see very well. Yes, I can see it now. All right. Next thing I want you to do is we want to make a smaller circle. So I'm going to make this smaller. I'm going to make it 6 centimeters. Okay, so you have to make this small. Take your ruler. Please use your ruler and put it from 0 to 6. Okay, from 0, got to make it up to 6 now. Got to be the number 6 centimeters wide. All right, that is 6 centimeters. Put it in the middle. Okay. Yes, 6 centimeters. Actually.
Thế chỉ được để to bằng 6 thôi. Được chưa? Từ 0 to 6 centimeter.
Okay, and now you draw a round circle. Okay, so now you have 2 round circles. All right. Now I'm just going to, so that you can see this better. You don't have to do this if you don't want to, but I'm just going to make it a little bit darker with my texture so that you can see it. Okay, that's the only reason why I'm doing this, but you don't have to do this. Right? All right. Now, this is what we have. Has everybody got this? Does everybody have 2 circles?
Yeah. Yes.
Give me a good. That's good, Jay. Thank you, Fu. Good boy. All right. Now, what I want you to do is take your ruler, right? This ruler, and I want you to make one straight line down the middle, but stop what you're doing before you do anything. This is what we're going to make today, okay? This is what we're going to make. Can you see any lines here in the middle? Are there any lines? No. No lines here in the middle. There are only lines here. So you have to be very careful not to put any lines here in the middle. So this is my color wheel. I'm going to draw lines. I'm going to put it in the middle, and then I'm going to draw a line here and here, and that's it. Okay, that's all I want you to do for now. Can you do that?
Yeah.
Do not put any lines in the middle circle, the center circle, in the little circle. Don't put any lines.
Is it like that, teacher?
Wait. Del, I can't see your work. Del, show me your work. Del, show me your work.
Lật ra làm hình tròn bị méo luôn. Cái này lúc nào cũng phải giữ cái này. Giữ lại.
Del.
Em làm xong rồi.
Yes, very nice. Good, everybody. Fantastic. Now, what we're going to do is we are going to draw a line across to make a cross. Okay, I'm going to do a cross. Now, try and make it as even as possible, okay? So here again, we are not going to go through the middle circle. So now you have a cross. One line going down, the other one going across, but do not draw a line in the middle. Very nice, Sue. Fantastic, you guys. Good girl, little fish. Good girl, little fish. No, Del, that's too small, honey. You did not listen to my instructions about your compass. Del, can you hear me? Del, yeah, you have to use the big circle is 12 centimeters and the little circle is 6 centimeters. Yeah, this is what it should look like.
Mà sao con lại dùng thước kẻ như thế? Đầu nào để kẻ?
All right, now I want everybody to listen very, very carefully, okay? Because this is very tricky. I want in the little circle here, I want you to separate this area into 3 parts. So I'm going to put a dot so that I can separate it into 3 even parts. Can you see that? So here I have 1 part, and then I have another part, and then I have another part. So it's evenly separated. So I've got 2 dots, 1, 2, 3. And I'm going to do the same on this side, right? I'm going to just do little dots here so that make sure that they are even, right? And the same here. And then the same here. All right. Now, I want you to take your ruler. Are you listening? I want you to take your ruler and I want you to line up the dot, this dot, with the center dot. So here, do not put any lines in the dot, okay? We're only going to put it on the side here. So I'm going to draw a line like this, see? And then I'm going to draw another line. I'm going to line up the 2 dots like this, see? Can everybody see what I'm doing? And I want you to go around. All right, everybody should have, let's count these areas, okay? Let's count these areas on our wheel. I'm going to start from here, right? Let's count them together. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. You should have 12. Del, can I have a look at your work? No? Okay, when you finish, I want you to hold up your work so I can see your work. Beautiful. No, sorry, Peach, that's not correct. Sorry, Peach, that's not correct. No, no, because you've only got 6 and I've got 12. You understand? You made a small mistake. Okay, let me show you what mistake you made. Need another paper now. Yes, food, that's correct. Now I'm going to say that again, Peach. Okay, have you got your ma and your papa with you? He's age 6, so he needs a little bit of assistance. That's very good food. Hold up your work. I'm going to do this one more time. Okay.
Like this.
I'm going to start again. Show me. Yes, is there 12? Susie, do you have 12 spaces?
Yes.
Jay, that's good enough. How many spaces do you have, Jay? Okay, I'm going to do this again for those of you who didn't understand. Now, who are the people that I want you to listen this time? Dell, I want you to listen. Now, you take your compass, you open it up to 12 centimeters, okay? 12 centimeters is about this wide, okay? And don't forget, you have to start with a dot in the middle, okay? And then you draw around like this, okay? So this is what I've got. This is what I've got so far. All I've got is one big circle and it's 12 centimeters radius. We call this radius, right? Which means I opened my compass up to 12 centimeters and then I put the pointy part in the middle and then I drew a round circle, all right? Now, this is for the people who made a mistake. Now, the next one, the next move is I have to make this 6 centimeters, okay? 6, not 2, not 14, not anything but 6, okay? So that would be 6, all right? Now, I'm going to go around. All right. This is for the Dell. Are you watching? So this is going to be, all right, and then we draw a line down the middle. Okay, we draw a line down the middle. And then we draw a line across like this. Okay. Now, this is where I can't remember who did this wrong. Who was it? Can't remember his name. Jay. Oh, Peach. Okay, now watch. Yeah, I want you to watch what I do. Now, can you see here? Can you see this part here? I want you to separate these into 3. So you just need 2 evenly placed dots. You've got 1 dot here and 1 dot there. Can you see? So there's this place and this place. See, these are different spaces, but they're all even. Okay. And then I'm going to take this dot here in the middle, and then I'm going to draw a line from here to here, but not in the circle. I'm going to draw a line from here to here in this wheel. And I'm going to do that for all of them. Okay. Does everybody understand what I just did? Again, yes, I'm going to put a dot here and a dot here, a dot here, 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 and here. And I'm going to just draw a line. See? Now I'm going to line up this dot in the middle of my small circle with this dot, and then I'm going to draw a line. Does everybody understand?
Yes.
All right, now I'm not going to explain that again. Let's continue with our work. All right. Now, I want everybody to write the word primary on one of these here on the outside. Right, just choose anybody. It doesn't matter which one you choose. Watch how I write it, and I want you to write the same. Primary, and underline it. Okay. Can everybody see how we write this word primary? Okay. Now, I want everybody to count with me across. So there's primary, and we're going to count. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4. I want you to write primary again here, but make sure that you have 3 gaps in between. So we have primary here, And then we have 1, 2, 3 of nothing. And then we have primary again. Okay, so primary, 1, 2, 3, nothing. And then again, primary. Does that make sense to everybody?
Yes.
Good. Now I'm going to do the same on this side. So here I have primary. How many am I going to leave gaps? 1, 2, 3 gaps, and then I put primary here. Okay, so we have 3 primary colors. Primary. Everybody say the word primary, please.
Primary.
Primary. Good. Primary color.
Primary.
Good. Now, okay, are we ready to start painting?
Yes.
Okay. Before you start painting, I want you to write
I better face good.
I want you to write 3 more words. Okay, can everybody see here we have the 2 primaries? Here and here are blank, and the one in the middle is what we call a secondary. Okay, so here I'm going to write the word secondary. Secondary. Where did I put it? Not next to the primary, okay? Not exactly next to the primary, here in the middle. So here are 2 primaries, not here, not here, here in the middle. Okay, secondary. Is everybody clear? Give me a thumbs up like this if you understand. Good. We're going to do that for the other ones as well. So there's the 2 primary colors. Where am I going to write a secondary? Where?
Middle.
The middle one here. Good girl, Susie. Not here, not here. Here, right in the middle. Secondary.
I'm impressed with that.
Very good. And we're going to do the same on this side. Secondary. All right, now I want everybody to take their color. Do you have paintbrushes and paints?
Yes.
Good. Okay, I'm going to take my red. I'm going to put some in my palette. Do you have a palette?
No.
Doesn't matter. You can use a piece of paper. It doesn't matter what you use. Okay, there's a bit of red, right? And I want you to take your paintbrush and I want you to paint where it says primary. Okay, it doesn't matter which primary, but it has to be primary. Please do not paint in any of these if it doesn't say primary. So make sure that it says primary and you paint it with red. Okay, you have to paint it with red.
Teacher.
Does that make sense? Is everybody clear?
Teacher.
Yes.
I don't have red.
What? Well, you're supposed to have red paint. You're supposed to have blue, green. Sorry, you're supposed to have blue, red, and yellow, and black and white. If you don't have paint,
I have another color. Wait for me a minute.
do you have pink?
Yes, I do.
Everybody should have these colors: blue, this, this, and this. Okay, we need these 3 colors today in order to do our activity. Good, that's right. Very good, Fu. Yes, Oriana, girl. Everybody needs these 3 colors today for our activity. Okay. All right, let's move along. So has everybody filled in the red here? Yes? Are you finished?
Almost.
Almost? Okay,
Almost.
this is easy, this part. Wait till we start mixing colors. That's the difficult part. All right. Who can tell me what the other primary color is going to be? Here or here? What are the other two primary colors? Blue, that's right, Susie, and
Yellow.
yay. All right, now I want us to work with yellow, okay? I want everybody to, in their palette, wait, where is my? I want everybody to put a little bit of yellow in their palette. This is what we call a palette, yeah? It means where we put our paints. See, everybody, here I've got yellow and I've got red. All right, now I'm going to take a new paintbrush. All right, new paintbrush, or you can wash your old one. And I want you to put it in one of these primaries. It doesn't matter which one you put it in. You can put it here or you can put it there. It doesn't matter. Just make sure you put it somewhere. Okay.
Mở cho con màu xanh nước biển với màu vàng.
Với màu gì?
Để màu xanh biển. Hay là màu vàng.
Tiếp màu gì nữa?
Mẹ trong này thôi không cần nữa. Đâu tí. Mẹ để đây cho con khi nào không cần màu. Yeah, I need together.
Is everybody painting? Is everybody painting their yellow? All right. Show me your work, everyone. Show me your work. I want to see everybody's work, please. Hold your work up. Nice, Ariana. Good girl. Beautiful, Susie. Very nice. Good boy, Jay. Good, Peach. Very good. Beautiful. Del, let me see your work, honey. Oh, turn it around. Oh, how come your colors are very light, little fish? How come your colors are very light? Are they watercolors?
Tại nào phải khăn khô mà đấy đâu. Cái khăn gì mà em bảo con cầm vào đây.
Ôi sao? No.
They're very light. All right, so now are we ready, Dio? Dio, are you ready to show me your work? Where's Annie today? Is she doing this activity? Ah, okay, good. Very nice. Good. Now, we are going to make an orange. And do you know where we're going to put that orange?
Teacher, I don't have orange.
You don't, well, nobody has orange. I'll tell you why, because we are going to make orange. So is everybody looking at here? We are going to take these two colors and I'll show you how easy it is to make orange. You take the red and you take a little bit of the yellow and you mix it, but I want you to make a lot of orange, okay? To make a lot of orange because we're going to use this orange. Now it has to be the perfect orange. I want everybody to make the perfect orange, okay? Not too dark, not too light, the perfect orange. That's too dark now. I'm going to add a little bit more yellow. I think that's a nice orange there. Do you like it? I might put a little bit more yellow because it looks a bit dark. Okay, and a little bit more yellow, a little bit more yellow. All right, so I think that's a really nice orange now. And I'm going to put my orange where it says secondary, but I have to now be careful, guys. Please be careful. We do not want to put orange on this side. We want to put it in between the two colors that we've just used. So orange is in the middle. Okay, I want everybody to write here red, yellow, and here I want you to write orange. Okay, and then I want you to paint the middle one, not the one next to the yellow and not the one next to the red. Okay, just the one between those two. Oh, that's a really nice orange I have made. Like my orange? I want everybody to find the perfect orange to put here. This is what we call secondary colors. We didn't have, oh, that's beautiful, Susie. Good girl. You're so quick too. You're such a good and fast learner. All right, very good, very good. So keep going, keep going. I want you to write the word orange here in the middle, on the side, and then stop what you're doing. As soon as you've stopped, I'll give you the other instructions. Okay, now make sure the paint is nice and it's spread out. We don't want it to have too much paint on there. All right, we want this to dry eventually. All right, so that's a really nice orange. Do you like my, I actually think that's a beautiful orange. It's not too dark and it's not too light. Do you agree with me? Do you agree that it's a nice orange? Now, what we're going to do is we are going to make tertiary colors. And that's what these two are, okay? Tertiary colors. So what I'm going to ask you to do is make an orange that is very yellow. So I'm going to mix these two colors. I'm going to mix the primary yellow and I'm going to mix the secondary orange and I'm going to make something that's in between. Now here my palette, I've run out of yellow. Can everybody see that? I have used up all my yellow, right? And I've dirtied it as well. So I'm just going to put a little bit more yellow in that one, like this. Okay. So I want you to make a really light orange, something that is closer to yellow than orange, okay? Now, let me just have a look. Yes, I really like that color. That is the perfect color, and we call this yellow orange. This is what we call a yellow orange, and we call this a tertiary color. I'm going to write it down in a minute. Let's just paint it first. Okay, now make sure you know where you put it. You have to know, it's very important that you know where to place this color. This color goes in between the orange and in between the orange and the yellow. Okay. Very important.
Chắc cái nụ ngọt Irish luôn.
It's a beautiful, nice color. It's very nice, isn't it? I really like this color. All right. When we have finished making this color, we have to make this other tertiary color, okay? And we have to make this with the primary red and the orange. So can you see my palette here? I'm going to take this orange and I'm going to make it just a little bit more red. Okay, maybe a little bit more orange. This is like a blood red. This is what we call blood orange. I really like this color. Do you think that's a good color? What do you think, guys? Or do you think we should make it a little bit more orange? Maybe a little bit more orange. I'm not sure. I want you to judge yourselves, okay? I want you to figure it out and see if it's too bright, too light, too dark. Okay, I think that's a nice, I don't know. Looks good. Yep. Yep, I'm happy with that. Maybe a little bit more red. Maybe a little bit more red. Okay, who's finished this side of the color wheel? Wow, that is beautiful, Susie. Well done. That is absolutely amazing. Does anybody else want to share with me what they did? No? Good, Susie. That's really good. And you're so quick. All right. Now, our next step, who's ready to move on? Are we ready to move on? No, yes, maybe. Okay. I'm going to make I'm going to use another palette. This is my palette. It's like a tray, but I use this as a palette. Okay, I'm going to put a little bit of blue and yellow because now I'm going to make another color. I'm going to make my other primary. Okay, so we've got two primary colors. We've got red and we've got yellow. What's the other primary color? One that is going to go here? Blue. So I want you to take your blue and fill that in with blue, okay? This is going to be our third primary color. All right. All right. Who has finished with their blue? Yeah. Now, we are going to make a green. That means we are going to look at this section here, the section between yellow and blue. And the green that we are going to make now is going to go right here. So please do not put it here. Do not put your green here. This color is going to be whatever red and blue make, okay? We are going to put green here because everybody knows that green is made by blue and yellow, right? We know that. I hope you know that. Do you know that? So we have our blue and our yellow, and now I'm going to mix a really nice middle tone green. Okay, it's going to be a middle green, not too light and not too dark, something in the middle. Okay, something in the middle. Make sure you have clean paintbrushes, because if you've got any orange or red on your paintbrush, it's not going to be green, it's going to be yucky brown. That's what happens to the colors. They become brown when you mix all the primary colors together. It's a terrible color. Okay, I kind of like that one. I like this green. What do you think? Let me see. All right, so now I'm going to put it here in the middle. Make sure you don't put it on this side or this side, okay? That's going to be our tertiary colors. I need this to be right in the middle. Try not to go outside the line. If you do, that's okay, but just do your best to try and stay within the line. All right, so there's my mid green, my green that I think looks like a perfect green. Okay.
It's like this.
Yeah, it's good. I think it could go a little lighter, Susie. Yeah, just a little lighter. Now, as soon as we finish this, what are we going to do? We're going to make a yellow green. Okay, so can you see here what I've done? I've got my palette and I'm just going to mix in a little bit of blue with this yellow, and it's going to be a much lighter tone. See that? It's going to be more yellow than it is green. And then I'm going to put it right here. Oh, that's a gorgeous color. Really like that color. I love colors. Do you like colors too? How beautiful is your color wheel? Who's enjoying themselves? Who's enjoying this color wheel? Oh, love this green. I think this is my favorite color today. I'm really liking this color.
Rồi.
Gan này.
Ừ.
Gan này.
Có bao giờ hay lắm.
Đầu đây mình đẹp không?
Beautiful green color. Now, what do you think is going to happen in this space here? What do you think is going to happen here? What are we going to do here?
Blue.
Can anybody tell me? What do you think is going to happen in this space?
Green and blue.
Green and blue. It's going to be a darker one. Okay. Can you see my palette here? I'm going to put a little bit more blue here, right? In my green. It's going to be a darker green. A darker green that looks a little bit like blue, a little bit like green.
Nó xanh lạ, nó xanh đậm.
I don't know if this is the right color. Let me have a look. Ooh. Got a feeling that I could possibly go a little bit darker.
Nó
So
xanh lạ nhiều.
I want you to experiment a little bit with the color and see if it's the right color.
Rồi mày lại.
Yeah, I want a dark green, but I also want it to resemble blue. Yeah, I want it to have a little bit of each.
Nhiều nữa.
Cho tiếng lọc.
Không có nhận được.
What do you think of that blue? Sorry, that blue green.
Lại đóng như này.
All right, we need to hurry because we've got a lot of other activities to do today. All right, so we need to hurry.
Để đứng sẵn của anh. Thì mình trên hoa.
All right. So now we've finished our greens. Okay. Are we ready for the purple? Now with this purple, it's going to be a little bit tricky because the purples come out really, really dark. So I need you to use a little bit of white. Okay. I need you to use a little bit of
Bút tao màu đỏ nữa là được. Chứ này.
Okay. So I'm going to take my blue. I'm actually going to put a little bit. See, please do not use colors that are mixed with other colors. Okay, they have to be pure. See this? This has a little bit of green in it. I don't want to use that. Okay, and my red here has a little bit of orange in it. I'm going to make sure that I don't use that part of the orange because that has yellow. All right, so I'm going to take a little bit of this red without the orange. If it has orange in it, it's not going to be a nice color. It's going to be because it has a little bit of yellow. So we never want the three primary colors together. All right, so now look what I'm going to do. Everybody watching me? I'm going to make a purple, but it's really important that you add a little bit of white to it, okay? So there's my purple. Oops, too much blue. Too much blue. All right, so this is my purple. Because it's really dark, right? Because it's often very, very dark, what I want to do is just add a little bit of white. Just so that we can really see the colors. All right. So there's a little, it looks very dark, almost like black, but I'm going to add a little bit of white, just a little bit so we can see the real purple. Okay, something in between. I know it's hard with purples. My God, there are so many different shades of purple. There's violet, and there's just so many different kinds of purple.
Teacher, can you tell me again what color to make purple?
We have red and blue. Red and blue. That's
Red
good,
and
Susie.
blue.
Yeah, red and blue. And I also always add a little bit of white just so that the color's a little bit lighter so we can work with it. So we can see if we need a little bit more red or if we need a little bit more blue. So yeah, I always add.
My purple is very dark.
Yeah. Did you put a little bit of white in it, Susie?
Yes, I put a little, but
Yeah.
it's still
Good girl. You put a little, that's all you need, just a little. Now, as soon as I finish this, what are we going to do? I think you've understood now what we need to do. And what's that? What are we going to do now? We're going to make a red purple, and on the other side, we're going to make a blue purple. Okay, so this is our fantastic color wheel. All right, it's our fantastic color wheel. Now, this is my purple, and I'm going to add a lot more red to it. All right, so it's going to be something like a pink. And I'm going to a little bit of white just so we can really bring the color out. This is another really nice color. Okay, so this is a purple that is more towards the pink side because it has a lot more red. Okay. That's a really pretty color. All right, and now I am ready for my last one, and that is going to be my blue purple. Okay, my blue purple. I'm going to add a little bit of white to it just so that I can sort of highlight the purple in it, because otherwise it just looks really dark. Just looks really, really dark. So many different shades in there. Okay, and now I've got my blue purple. I really like this color too. I like all colors. Oh, no, I keep dirtying myself. What is it with me? This is such a small space. Such a small space. I can't believe what I did. Okay, so are we nearly finished, everyone? You can turn your page around so it suits your painting, the positioning of your hand to make it easier to paint. That's how I do it. I don't swing my body around. I don't move my body or my hand around. I make sure that my paper moves around, just so it's more convenient for me. Okay. And there you have it. This is your fantastic color wheel. Whoever has finished, please share with, oh, that looks absolutely amazing, Annie. I feel as though your yellow orange, this part, okay, that could be a little bit lighter on yours. See this one? This one could be a little bit lighter, I reckon, Annie, for you. All right. Amazing. And I think that peach, I'm not sure, but your orange looks a little bit dark, honey. I like it. It's really good, Susie. Good girl. Okay, so this is mine. Very nice. Pretty, isn't it? It's very nice. Well done, everybody. All right. We ready to move on? Can we move on to the next activity? Now, has everybody got this? Oh, okay. Actually, I need you all to take out a piece of paper that is A4. Okay, I need an A4 size paper like this. All right, A4. Have you all got one of these? Okay. Now, what I want you to do, put this aside so it can dry. Okay, put your color wheel to the side so we can do another activity. All right. Is everybody ready? Oh, Dell, that's beautiful. Well done. And you fixed your circle. Good girl. Very nice, Dio. Beautiful. Really well done. Congratulations to everybody. You did such an amazing job. All right, now, I want you all to grab a pencil. Okay, I'm going to do this in text, but I want you to do this in pencil. Wait, I need it. Okay, so everybody is watching me, please, so we can do this activity together. All right, doesn't matter how you hold your page, but I need you to know that we are going to do some squares now, okay? So what I want you to do is I want you to put your ruler at the top here, like this, right? And I want you to draw a line across, okay? And I want you to do how many of these? 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Okay, so 5 across. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Has everybody done that? Now I want you to take your ruler sideways.
Sorry,
Right.
teacher, how many centimeter?
Just the length of the ruler, the width of the ruler. So you just put the ruler like this. Okay, we don't, oh, you mean across? It doesn't matter how much. It doesn't matter.
Okay, thank you.
About 20 centimeters. Okay, about 20.
Nào bấm nào. Cái giấy này rồi.
Not 20, about 13 centimeters across. That 13, it doesn't matter. Now, I want you all to take your ruler sideways, right? And I want you to draw a line going downways, right? And now this one, right? The width of the ruler, this one, and only 4 lines on this side. Now I'm doing mine in texture and I can't rub these out, but you're going to do it in texture. So you can rub these little bits here that stand out. Okay, so these parts here you can rub out because you're doing it in pencil and I'm doing it in texture, so I can't rub mine out. So how many squares do we have across? We have 1, 2, 3 across and 1, 2, 3, 4 going down. Okay, 3 across, 4 down. And it's going to be the width of our ruler. Our ruler's width. We're not measuring anything. Okay, we're just making things very, very easy and simple for us. All right. Today we are going to learn some more words. Okay, we're going to learn words that have to do with color. Now, in this row here, make sure that you're not holding it like this, not like this. We want it portrait like this. So I'm going to get you to write a word here, please. So we need 1, 2, 3, 4 squares on the side. We're going to write something in each of these. This is what we call a hue. Hue. And this is what we call pure color. Pure color. All right. And I want you to have a look at how we write it. Hue. Pure color. What does the word hue mean? It means it means color. Look, like this. This is a hue. This is a hue. This is a hue. You see that? Everything is a hue. All the colors. That's just another way of saying color. Hue. Say the word, please. Say it out loud. Hue. Say hue. Yeah, good. So that's the first one. All right. Now let's go to the next one. Ready? Now this word is called tint. Tint. Now we say this is color, or we could say hue plus white. Okay, color plus white, and I'll put it in brackets. I'm going to show you a little bit closer. Tint is the second one. Hue is just the pure color. Tint is the color plus white. We mix white with this color. Okay. Are you ready? We're going to the next one now. Is everybody writing? I want everybody to be writing. Now, the next one is tone. Tone. Okay, and this one means color plus gray. Who knows how to make the gray color? Who can tell me how we make a gray?
White makes with black.
Black and white. Very good, Susie. Black and white make gray. So here we have the color like blue, and then we put black and white with here. Okay. Now the last one is called shade. Shade. And this is color plus black. And now we're finished. And we're going to do a little experiment, and we're going to do all of these together. Is everybody ready? Can we move on? So I want you to write up here.
Yes.
I want you to write red. Red. Okay. Now I want everybody to take a new palette, a new paintbrush. Right. I'm going to put a little bit more red here on my palette. A bit of red. All right. Put some red there. Now I'm going to take a new paintbrush because I have many, many paintbrushes, so I can just take a new one. All right. And I'm going to just put red here where it says hue, because that's what hue means. It's just the red part. Yeah. It's just whatever comes out of the tube. All right. This is pure red. This is what hue means. All right, now I'm finished. Are you guys finished? What did we just paint? What's the name of this? We painted hue, a hue, didn't we? Yeah, good girl, Susie. Very nice, Susie, good. Now, I've got, the next one says tint. What are we going to mix with this red here? We're going to mix a little bit of white. Okay, so we're going to mix a little bit of white, and we're going to put this white and red, we're going to put it here. Okay, so off you go. This is a beautiful color. This is what, like the pastels, you know, the pastels.
Teacher, what color to paint? Pink.
Well, you have to put red and white. red and white. Because it says here tint, doesn't it? If it says tint, it means we have to put the color that we're using plus white. Easy. This looks like very much like pink, doesn't it? Huh? Now, guys, when we put this tint, there are so many variations of this. For example, it could go even lighter. For example, it could even go like really light. Yeah. So you just need to know how light you want it. See how light this one is? See how I'm just going lighter and lighter? It doesn't, nobody really knows the level of white you can go with tint. You know what I'm saying? Like you can do any kind of, like you can do it like really, really light. See how I just kept getting lighter? We're going to do an activity with this in a moment. All right. Now, this is my tint. Everybody say tint.
Tint.
Tint is color plus white. Tint is color plus white. Say.
Tint.
Color. White.
Color plus white. Now, we are going to go to color plus gray. And we know that gray is black and white. So I need some black. So make sure you take your black paint and you put it inside. All right. So we're going to add, see, this is my tint here. Can everybody see this part here? I'm going to take this and I'm going to make it gray. Oh, that's a little bit too much black. I'm going to add a little bit more red and a little bit more white. Okay, a little bit more white here. Now that's what we call a gray red. Yeah, it's a nice color too. I like that color. There's gray in there. There's black and white in that one. Not just white, but black and white. So a nice gray to it. This is good. These particular colors are very good when you're doing shadows.
Here I have gray.
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 Gray, we put gray with tone. When we talk about tone, we talk about the color plus gray. There's so many variations though. It doesn't have to be just one color because you might put a little bit more white than black or a bit more black than white, or you might put a little bit more color, hue. All right, now, you see this paintbrush? This paintbrush must be washed because I do not want any white in the next one. It says here shade. So we have hue as in color plus black. And that means you are not allowed to have any white in this one, this last one. So I'm going to be washing mine very, very well, right? Washing my paintbrush. I might even get a new one because I don't want any traces of white in my picture, in my color right now, okay? So washing, and then I'm going to dry my paintbrush, make sure that it's nice and clean before I dip into my red. So I've got my red here, and then I'm going to add a little bit of black, but make sure there's no white involved. Don't want any white. That's the darkest, isn't it? That's very dark. It's only got the red and the black in it. And there you have it. And there you have it. Okay. All right. Now we are going to, very nice, Susie. Fantastic.
Thank you, teacher.
Food. Nice one. Good boy. That's really good. Well done. All right. This one here, this next one is going to be what you're going to do for homework. Okay? So you can put the color here. You can write the color, whatever you want. You want purple, you want orange, you want blue, you want yellow. Doesn't matter. But you have to make them like this. You have to do the hue, the tint, the tone, and the shade of that color. That makes sense? Is everybody else, do you understand this activity? Yeah? Does everybody understand this activity for homework? Whatever we did today, I want you to do for homework here, and I want you to show me in the chat. Zolo, is that what you call it? Zolo. Now, I want everybody to take this activity. Can everybody see this landscape? Can you see this landscape?
Yeah.
Yeah, has everybody got 2 photocopies? Can we see? Have you? Yes, very good, Food. That's the one. Now, I want everybody to take out. Hang on. Just going to take a photocopy. Yeah, it does. All right, I'm just going to photocopy something because I don't have a photocopy. What I want you to do is I want you to use this color, okay? I want you to use this color, but in a variation, okay? When I say variation, I want you to put a little bit of white and then a lot of white and then a medium amount of white. And then here I want you to put more red or more gray or more white or more. So I want you to make a variation, and then hang on, I'll give you an example. Let me just show you. Okay, I'm just waiting for the photocopy to come out. Okay, so we're going to use a variation of these colors, the red ones that we just created. All right. Okay, so you have this picture in front of you, right? you have this picture in front of you. I want you to use these colors to create this picture, right? Now, let's just see, where do I want, what do I want my clouds to be, okay? You can use anything you like, doesn't have to be a certain way, right? Now here, I'm going to use a very light tint. I want you to use them by their names. I need some more white. All right, so I'm going to use a very light tint. This is going to be my tint, right? Where do I want this? Maybe I want it in the clouds, okay? You can choose whichever one you want, right? Now I'm going to use tint for another cloud, but I'm going to make it even lighter. Or I could go darker. I could have more red. This looks like a pink cloud, doesn't it? All right, so there, I'm going to make it even lighter because that's just because, there's no reason. Okay, where do I want to put this? Maybe I'll put my lighter cloud here on this side. So this is a tint, but it's a very different tint to that one, isn't it? These are both tints, right? And then for the sky, I don't know what I want to do. What would you do for the sky? Okay, I'll do the other cloud later when I decide what I want. So there's going to be my two clouds. Now, both of these are with tint. Now, what would I do my sky? Maybe, actually, I'm going to make it a bit dramatic. So I'm going to get a little bit of, what is this color? Who remembers what this color is? That, my friends, my students, my lovely students, is what we call tone, because it has a gray in it. Yeah, that one there has a gray in it. Okay, where am I going to put that now? I'll put it here. Okay. Now your picture is much bigger than mine. I only got the half size of yours. Like this. Make sure you turn your page around. So this is going to be a monochrome one. This is a terrible paintbrush. It's very frizzy. All right, so you guys don't have to do it exactly like mine. I want yours to be completely different, okay? You don't have to do any of this. You can do it any which way you like. Like this. All right, now, I might use shade. Yeah, it's very dramatic shade. So I'm going to get a little bit of this black and red because that's what shade is. But I'm going to make it a little bit redder. Okay, and I might use a little bit more black somewhere else. So I'm just going to play around with this color. It's a very, it's like blood, isn't it? Looks like blood. Have you ever seen what blood looks like? Oh, goodness, it's very dramatic. And I'm going to put it here. All right. Can everybody see what I'm doing? So I'm just going to put all these colors everywhere on my landscape. All right. I'm going to put them everywhere so that I can make up this picture. Okay. And I want you to get creative. Use the colors differently, right? All around the picture. So I want you to, while you're doing this, I want you to talk and say the words. Like now I'm using shade. shade is color plus black. But can you tell that in this particular shade, I've got a little bit more red than I have black. That's why it's nice and it's more red, yeah? So it's not so dark, because if I had a little bit more black, it would be dark. Try not go outside the line. If you do, that's perfectly okay, right? I'm going to make this shade now. It's going to be much darker, right? It's going to be much darker, like this. Here. So I'm going to keep doing this until you fill up all the spaces. Okay. Now, what else am I going to do? I want to put this same color somewhere else. I'm going to put it here as well. All right. I haven't used any red anywhere, actually. I'll just use my hue. I haven't used hue anywhere. Now, I've got a feeling that this is a little bit transparent. See, when I say transparent, do you know what I mean? It means when it's a little bit see-through. Okay, that's what transparent means. And the opposite of transparent is opaque. Opaque is when it's not see-through, it's dark and it's a solid color and it covers all the space. So opaque means it's solid and it's strong color, whereas transparent means that it's see-through and you can see the bottom or you can see underneath it. And I think this red, well, not all reds, but the paint that I'm using is transparent. It's not very good quality. It's school grade quality or student grade quality. Yeah. They were very expensive. How's it all going? Is everything good? All right. Now, with this red, this particular hue, I can't do any variations on it, can I? Because it's just the one red. I can't make a different kind of red. Whatever came out of the tube is what we're going to use for this red. Can't do anything else with it. I might actually put a little bit of that red here at the back as well. Okay, that looks good. Now, I'm going to make a tint, but I'm going to make it a little bit darker. So I'm going to put a little bit of white in it. So it's going to be a darker tint than these two clouds. So my two clouds are tint, right? And I'm going to put a darker tint in this cloud. Still tint, but it's just a little bit darker. How's it all going? Is everybody painting? Yeah, you don't have to do what I'm doing, right? I want you to do any way you want to do it. Okay, there's no rule about it having to be like mine. In fact, I would really love it if you guys did it the way you like it. I'm going to turn my picture upside down because I want to paint this part. I want to paint this part. Now you should be painting and you should be making judgments by yourselves. You don't have to look at my picture, okay? You don't have to look at my picture. You can do it any way you like. I'm just doing anything really, whatever comes to me. All right? But I want you to say, now I'm making a tint. Now I'm making a tone, okay? Now, I am going to make another tone, but I'm going to make it a little bit lighter this time. Remember how I said there's a variation? There are always variations of tone and tint and shade. The only variation you can't get is with hue. Where am I going to put this one? Maybe here. Okay. That looks good, Fu. That looks really good, actually. That's amazing. Now, make sure that when you're painting, you don't use the same color next to the same colors next to each other. So I want you to have different colors that are leaning up against each other, okay? Don't use the same color next to a color. I'm going to add a little bit of black to this tone. All right. Oh, that looks really, really dark. It looks so dark. It's not quite shade. Where am I going to put this now? How about I put it here? Okay. How about I just put it there? It's a bit like purple, actually. Doesn't this look like purple? This particular color that I've done, this is called a tone, and this looks very much like purple. Very interesting. Okay. All right, I want some of you to hold up your work so I can see your beautiful pieces. Now, Jay, did I ask you, listen carefully, did I ask you to make it different colors? Same as you, Fu, did I ask you to use different colors? I only asked you to use one color, right? One color, the way that we used it here, okay? The way that we used it here, I did not ask you to use many colors, just one color with all these different ones. So can you see my picture? I haven't finished it yet, but I have only got one color here. I've only got red, and then I've got red, which is the hue, and then I've got tint, and then I've got shade, and then I've got tone. So I haven't got many colors here. It's just one color. I don't know why you guys decided to do many colors today on this activity. It's a beautiful picture, but that's not what I asked for. Okay, that's not what I asked for. So maybe on your next one, because you guys have got 2 photocopies, you've got 2, yes? Have you got 2 photocopies?
Yes.
Yeah. So maybe on your next one, you can do what I asked you to do. Just red, just using tint and tone and shade and hue. That's it. Okay, so Susie, you did the same, didn't you? You used yellow. Yeah? You used yellow. So guys, some of you are not listening to my instructions. You have to listen carefully. It's very important that you listen. If you don't understand, then you ask questions, right? I'm only using red. Can you see my palette? Can everybody see this picture? Can everybody see? Wow, yes, Peach, good girl. Peach, that is excellent, excellent. Everybody have a look at Peach's work. Good boy. Sorry, he's a boy. Peach is a boy. All right. All right. So now, can everybody see my palette here? I've only got reds. I've got my tone, my shade, and my tints. All right. I haven't got any other colors here. And that's what I want you to do. And I want you to do variations of all these colors so you can have different tones, different tints, depending on whether you put more red or more black or more gray or more white. So it's all going to be different. See? And then at the end, it's just going to be very, very different. Okay, so what have I got now? Let me see. I feel like I want to do this. I want to go really light here on my, what do you call this again? Tone. I want to go really light on my tone. Okay, now you guys are going to do one more picture at home in the same fashion, okay? So you're going to do another picture like this for homework, okay? And I want you to use another color, just the way we used it today. Okay, do not use many colors. I do not want this to be like a rainbow. Okay, just a monochrome, one color. It still looks very pretty, even though it's got one color, guys. It still looks very, very pretty. All right, I'm going to ask you to now reach for your, hang on, let me just finish this bit because I know that I'm not going to find that same color once I get up from here. All right. What I want everybody to do is I want you to bring back your color wheels, okay? Bring them back. I'm going to get mine. All right. I want everybody to have their color wheels. Yes, it should be dry by now. All right, mine looks very dry actually. Is yours dry? I'm going to take my texter, right? And I'm going to write the word tertiary in all the other spaces. Tertiary is when we take a primary and a secondary and we make a color, okay? So this is how we write tertiary. Tertiary. Right, that's an A, sorry. Tertiary. Everybody say the word tertiary. 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 Primary. Primary. Secondary. Tertiary. All right, now I want you to go around. So we've already got the primaries and secondaries in. So I want you to write tertiary in all the other spaces. Tertiary. 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 And tertiary. And the last one, tertiary. Now, in here, do you remember how we had these colors? We're not going to write the names of the tertiary colors, but I want everybody to write the names of the primary and the secondary colors. So we have red. I'm going to write purple here, purple. And I'm going to write blue. And then I'm going to write green. Okay, these are the only colors I want you to write. Can everybody do that now, please? If you don't know how to write them, here, I'll hold them up. Blue, purple, red, orange. I'll swing it around. And when you're finished doing that, here at the very, very top, I want you to write color wheel. Color. Capital letters for both words. Color wheel. Oh, got that dirty. Oh, maybe it wasn't so dry after all. No, it wasn't so dry. Beautiful. That's so good, Susie. Absolutely fantastic.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Good girl. You worked very well today. Everybody did such an amazing job, actually. Very pleased. All right, now what I want you to do is I want you to underline 2 times just the primary. The primary colors are the most important. So I want everybody to underline primary colors twice. 1, 2. And here, I've already underlined in here, so I'm going to do a second one. All right. So there you go. So we have, how many primaries do we have? I want everybody to count. How many primaries do we have?
12.
No. How many primary colors do we have?
3.
3. How many secondary colors do we have?
3.
3. How many tertiary colors do we have? Count them.
6.
Yes. So we have double. The tertiary colors are double. Now, the reason why I got you to do this color wheel is because I want you to know that there's not just the colors that come out of the tube. There's other colors that we can mix and make more. Yeah. For example, I bet that you never made a blue purple in your life. Have you ever made a blue purple? Have you ever made a red purple?
Yes.
Have you ever made a blue green?
No.
What about a yellow green? Have you made a yellow green before? Yes, Susie's saying yes. What about a yellow orange? Have you made a yellow orange before? Okay.
Used
And
it
a
to
red.
draw pumpkin.
Sorry?
I use yellow and orange to draw pumpkin colors.
Okay, good. But that's just orange. That's the secondary. But we're talking about tertiary colors. Have you ever used tertiary colors?
Yes.
You have. Good. Now, what I want you to do as well, I want everybody to understand one thing before we leave today. When we look at the opposite colors, they are always a primary with a secondary. For example, let's go to our primary blue. Now, if we go across the table here, what's the color? It's going to be always a secondary. So our primary blue has got opposite the orange. What about, let's have a look at yellow. What is going to be the opposite of yellow?
Purple.
Purple. Yep. So yellow and purple are opposites. What about red? What about red? What's the opposite of red?
Red is opposite.
Green. The opposite is green, correct? Yes.
Mẹ nhắn tin cho con rồi. Cô mẹ thì mẹ sẽ cắt có đẹp không? Con
Alright.
quay bởi sao? Bởi sao? Con đừng thấy cô nói gì đó.
Okay. So I'm going to ask you, everybody unmute yourselves. Unmute. I'm going to ask you some questions. What do we call a color that is pure color? What do we call that? A pure color. Say again. I didn't hear you, Susie. Hue. Yes. Unmute yourselves. I want to hear your voices now. Okay. What is a color plus white? What do we call that? A color plus white.
Tint.
Who said tint?
Tint.
Yep. A color plus white is a tint.
And
And we
red.
did-
Red.
What is a color plus gray? What do we call that one?
Tone.
Tone.
Very good. What about a color plus black? What do we call that one?
Shade.
Shade.
Shade. Good, good, very good. So what is your homework for next week?
Have to color.
We are going to color our own tone, tint, shade. And
Yep,
make
we're going to fill in this other space here, and then you're going to go across it. And you are going to finish this as well as this. So you've got two. Okay. This, I haven't finished mine. I can't wait to see it though. Do you like it?
Yes.
This part here looks like purple, but it's not. It's red and gray. Actually, that one is a tint. I'm going to continue this before we go. I'm going to see if I can use my paint before it dries. All right. So for the next 7 minutes, I want you to just continue with what you were doing. All right. Continue with what you were doing. So that, sorry?
Yeah.
I want you to continue with what you were doing.
Blue. And no more blue. And more blue. And you have Yes.
Next week, we're going to talk about value. Okay, we're going to talk about value. We're going to use our pencils to demonstrate value. And we're going to start painting. Okay, I'll show you what painting we're going to start. Let me get it for you. We're going to start this painting. Okay, we're going to talk about value, and value talks about the light and the dark. Remember how we did an activity like that? Do you remember we talked about value and we had those little boxes? We had a very dark pencil and very light pencil. So can everybody see we're using dark and then light, and then here the same in this gray one. Do you like this picture?
Yes.
Yeah. I can't wait to see you draw this. We're going to draw it together.
Yes.
Well, we're not going to draw it. We're going to paint it. I'm going to send Miss Dorothy, I'm going to send her a photocopy, and then you have to cut it out so that we can use it as a stencil, because you're not going to be able to draw apples like that. Okay. It's too difficult to draw a perfect apple. So I'm going to ask you to cut out a stencil, and then we can paste it onto our page. So you need paints for next week. We're going to do paints. You need lots and lots of red and white and black. That's all the colors you need. Oh, and a little bit of green, because we've got a leaf as well. All right, my lovelies. All right, my lovelies. You good? I kind of want to finish this painting. I really like the way it turned out. I don't know if you like my picture. I wish it was a bit larger though. I wish I had taken a photocopy of this a little bit larger. So relaxing. Don't you think it's relaxing painting? Does everybody enjoy painting like this? I enjoy it because it's very relaxing, but you really have to take your time, don't you? You can't be in a rush when you're painting.
Yes.
You can't be in a rush. You've got to make sure that you're careful. You're taking your time. All right, let me show you what my picture looks like. I haven't finished yet, but I think it's really looking good. I really like it. Okay, this is what we call a monochrome. So it's just one color plus the black and the white in all these combinations. Very good, Peach. Very good. That looks absolutely amazing. So I need you to pay attention to the detail. Now, Jay, what colors have you used?
I'll use green.
Wow, just green? Just green? That's so good, Jay. I love it, actually. That looks really good. So good. I might make my next one green as well. I like it because you've got a little bit of the yellow, you know, because green has got two colors really, hasn't it? It's got the blue and the yellow. So it's like green, you're kind of using two colors. Well, I will see you next week, okay? I'll see you next week and we're going to draw those apples. Make sure you photocopy everything that Miss Dorothy gives you. Goodbye, everyone. Have a nice week. I will see you next
Thank you.
Thursday. Bye, everybody.
You send me new material. Thank you.
Yes, I will,
Bye.
Dorothy. I'll send it to your email.
Bye, teacher.
Yeah.
Bye, teacher.
Bye,
Send
everyone.
homework, everyone.
See you next week.
See you next week. Bye-bye. Have a good week.
Bye. See you again.
Okay.
Dorothy,
You can
where would you
end
like-
when you're ready. You can end, Vicky.
Yeah, where would you like me to send you the next material?
You send email. Okay. Yeah.
Okay, thank you. That's for Friday, by the way. Okay, it's for Friday class.
All right.
Đấy, mày đừng đi vào rêu này. Không phải mẹ tôi. Con phải học cách
Yeah. You can
Move
end,
on.
Vicky.
Yeah.